and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to talk about how to budget and spend some money. You thought I was going to say save money. No, we are spending some money, but we're going to do it in a smart way. So grab your paper, your pens, even your budget book, because you're going to need to configure some numbers in there. So let's just hop right into the video. Okay, so I'm assuming that you have your stuff. So now we have our budget. And so I asked the question about a week ago on my Instagram, and I said, what keeps you from sticking to your budget? So I know I can make a budget and, I'll say, okay, I'm only gonna spend X amount, but then something comes up or whatever, and then I end up not sticking to my budget. So some of the responses that I got from what keeps people from sticking to their budget is, family members asking for financial help, the lack of discipline, fear of missing out on moments, food, eating out because they get off of work late, not packing snacks, lack of self-discipline, promotional sales. Somebody put blankets and stationary items. I'm with you. I can fall for a good blanket too. Some people said making unnecessary trips to the store, which would get me in trouble a lot. And then buying shoes. So yes, there's a lot of things that could stop us from sticking to our budget, but today I'm gonna give you some tips on how you can actually stick to your budget. And if you do this for, let's say, a month or so, as time goes on, it won't be as hard to stick to your budget anymore. So let's get right into it. First thing I encourage you to do is refer back to your budget book and then think about how much money you bring home within a month. Or you can do it week by week. So if you're saying, okay, I'm just throwing a number out there, you bring home $1,500 per check. So that's about $3,000 per month. So after you've looked at all of your monthly expenses, go ahead and think about any plans that you want to have for that month. Whether a friend is coming to town, you're going home, you're going out of town, there's something that you want to buy. Try to think of anything that you have going on that month. Or if it's a holiday month coming up, think about, are you going to spend money on that holiday? So now you've taken all the money out for your bills and you have some leftover money. So the first tip that I'm gonna give you as far as being able to stick with your budget is if you have a Cashapp card, go on ahead and upload the amount of money that you want to spend for yourself within that month as your fun money. Upload it onto your Cashapp card and only use your Cashapp card when you are doing something fun or something that you don't want to put onto your debit or credit card. This is something that I'm actually trying in the month of February. I am uploading all of my fun money onto my Cashapp card. And once it's gone off my Cashapp card, it's gone. I don't have it anymore. So that's kind of how I'm gonna stay accountable and stick to my budget by only using that card that's designated for fun money stuff. And we all know that we have those last minute friends that are like, I'm coming in for the weekend, but if you really don't have the money in your budget, one, it's okay to say, I don't have the money right now. Would you wanna come over my house and we can just chill? The second tip that I'm gonna give you is try to really keep track of the things that you're spending. So in our budget book, we have our spending tracker. So even if you're using your Cashapp card, still go on ahead and record what you're purchasing. So then if you're like, oh my gosh, it's only the middle of the month, how is all of my fun money gone? You can go back and look at your transactions. I mean, you can go back and look at your Cashapp transactions too, but when you're writing it down, it kind of sticks with you a little bit more like, geez, did I really spend that much at Zara? Or Imana, did you really spend that much at H&M? What are you doing? You only have a certain amount for the month. So as long as you're keeping track of your things, that will also help you be accountable, and it'll help you stick to your budget, because every time you're spending, you should be subtracting money. So then you know how much money you have after that one weekend or after that one dinner or whatever the case may be. So for those of you saying that, sometimes you're helping with family obligations or your friends are coming in and you don't want to miss out on a moment, within your fun money budget, go ahead and set aside $40 or $50 cash. That way you can say, okay, if somebody calls me and they need money, I can take it out of that out of that little pocket. So it'll be coming out of your fund money, but you have already allotted for that. So one thing that I try to do is I always try to stay financially prepared for something to happen, anything to happen, that I'll be able to pay for it. So if somebody texts me and they're like, I really need this, if I'm personally not spending money, but I know that they need it, I can go on ahead and give that to them, but it's still not hurting my checking account. So that's where it comes into. You don't want the money that you're giving to other people or spending on yourself to hurt your checking account or to hurt the budget that you're trying to keep yourself on. So if you have another pocket of money somewhere else, then that's not hurting your money in your checking account. It's just coming out of your fund money, which you've already allotted for, which is still going to be able to keep you on your budget with the money that's in your checking account that you need for bills, to live, and all of that fun stuff. Okay, so now for my friends who are like me, where those impulse buys are what get you from sticking to your budget. So for me, if there's something that I really, really want, or I think I really, really want it, I will actually think about it for maybe 3 days. And if I still really, really want it, or I'm still thinking about it, I'm always visiting the website, I keep looking at it, then clearly I really, really want it. So that's something that you can do. So instead of just buying it right when you see it, give it a moment. Step back, give yourself at least 24 hours to think about it. Sometimes if you leave the store, you may not even think about that item, and then that's how you know that it was an impulse item. And for me, I know so many impulse item buys that I have bought that I don't even use. They're just taking up space. I'm not going to get rid of it because I've already bought it, but I didn't need it. And had I just taken some time to think about it, honestly, I probably wouldn't have bought it. So if you notice that you're buying a lot of impulse buys, remember the 24-hour rule, or my rule, which is I wait about 3 days depending on what it is. So there you go. Okay, and so now the last few nuggets that I'm gonna leave you with is, for one, if you're like me and you're going to stick with your fund money budget, let's say for an example, you don't spend all of the money in that month. So if you have $200 in your fund money budget, but you only spend $150 of it and you have $50 left over, you could either A, put that $50 towards a loan, or put the money in your savings account. So you don't always have to feel like you have to spend every cent that you allotted yourself in your fund money. So I know for me, any money that I have left over, I'm gonna put it towards my student loan. And I'm also gonna track how much money I'm putting from my fund money into my student loan, because I didn't spend it all within that month. I'm gonna add all of that money up at the end of the year to see how much more I was able to put on my loan so that I can go on ahead and pay that off. You can B, put it in your savings account, or C, you can even roll it over until the next month. So if you have an extra $50 this month and you already originally allot $200, then boom, next month you have $250. So if there was a luxury item that you wanted or something that you kept eyeing, you still have the money to get it and it's still within your budget. So this is what I meant by I'm gonna help you budget and spend, because this month we are staying in our budget. So another question that I asked was, when it comes to budgeting, which would you choose to help you stay on track? Either a game or budgeting stickers. I made this really, really fun game in my Happy Planner that I am so excited about. So it's called Save-Opoly. So with this game, this is something else that can really, really help you stay on budget. And maybe this is something that I may play on Instagram Live one Friday. I don't know. Comment below if you would be interested in watching me play this game and even play along with me. So for my game that is called Save-Opoly, I have it set up like a Monopoly game. The way I would play it is like a regular Monopoly game, in a way with some tweaks. So I would go around in a circle the whole way like you would on Monopoly, and then the second time I go around, if I land on something that says, oh, you have $10 that you can spend on Amazon, Or, oh, you have $20 that you can spend at Target. So this is something that will kind of help me stay within budget, because what I've done is I've written down all of my favorite stores and a pretty reasonable amount of what to spend there. So then I can say, okay, well, I have $20 that I can spend at Target, so I'm gonna go to Target and spend my $20. I also have it to where, you know how on the Monopoly games you have the, what is it, chance, and there's another, it's like a chance card and something else. But on here, I have a save card and a spend card. So I can pick from one of those, and either if I save, that normally means I'm gonna be doing an activity in the house. And if I'm spending, that means, you know, I can either go to one of my favorite stores without having to land on it. I also put on here a way for me to save. So on the Monopoly game, you have your go to jail spots on the game. So for me, I put $20 in the save jar. So if I land on that, that means $20 is gonna go towards something else, or I'm gonna save it. And then at the end of the year, I will again either be able to put some of that money towards my student loan, or I will be able to have it to spend on Christmas gifts at that time, or I'll just put it in my savings account. So this is a really, really good way that is gonna help you stay on your budget, and it's also fun because it's a game, like, come on, and it's super cute. Another game that I made was Spendo Bingo. So this looks just like a bingo card. And so the way you would play it is you would write everything that's on the bingo card, write it on a little piece of paper, stick it in a hat. Anytime you pull something out the hat, you know, put a penny or a quarter over your little Spendo Bingo card. And then if you get it to where you're going like this, like a regular bingo card, you would be able to pick one of those within that section to do. So again, you're still able to do something that you want to do, but you're able to do it within moderation, which is why I love these games that I put in my Happy Planner. So yeah, so games in the Happy Planner that help you save money, but you can still spend on stuff that you want. So it's a win-win situation. Alrighty guys, so that just about wraps it up for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like this video, and share it with a friend if you want. I mean, you guys could play Spendo Bingo and Save-Opoly together. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!